Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll drop the throw. That's where he was. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Browns first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
4. And it's third down.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Taken about 7 yards deep. Get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 28-yard line.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Browns got what they did. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers, create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
The Raiders' 20-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. As he was met and dropped behind the line there. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th.
And again knocks this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 15. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he gets us inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round week. And he is in! Touchdown, Raiders! A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Raiders are back within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
is winding down, and the Raiders have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
The 22-yard line.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Second and 13. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
To number 5.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Lucky. Trying to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll let this go deep for runs. Hooked in the air, intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a handoff looking right. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Browns are back in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start?
Trying to get it to Rhodes, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D-linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 24, Raiders 14. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And will be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Reception here by Rhodes.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the second down, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
At the 13-yard line.
But that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll give it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. But that's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And again this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku there to make the grab. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line. Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got it in, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first.
15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. One back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Matt Gay on 4th.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders Browns get a score closer. And he'll bang that one through. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
5-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now some concern here as that is Jacobs who is still down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.